is on pole and he is raring to go.
Right then, time for the big boys to put up their act. The Formula Rolon Chevrolet cars lining up. And on pole position for this race is Ashwin Sundar, the driver from Speed NK Racing. He's followed by Gaurav Dalal, the experienced driver and national racing champion from Red Rooster. Followed by Akhil Kushnani, his teammate. Followed by Saran Vikram, who's racing as an independent driver. And then there's Shankar Narayanan for Team Armaan with Meco. Followed by Karthik Shankar of Meco Racing in car number 9. And then you've got Sarosh Ataria there as well in car number 21 in 7th place for Armaan with Meco. As the cars line up, of course, there is Diljit on the track as well, along with Amitrajit Ghosh. The cars head off, and it's a good start for Ashwin Sundar. But look what's transpiring there. Taking our inside line, it's Saran Vikram, and he's waiting for an opportunity as the cars head into C10. The two Red Rooster racing cars colliding, and look at what's happened. Saran Vikram has gone past Gaurav Dalal, he's gone past Akhil Kushnani. As we take a look at it from the fly cam mounted on Gaurav Dalal's car, well, Gaurav Dalal was taking the inside line. Akhil Kushnani, who was on the outside line, tried to cut in, and Dalal well within his rights to keep going, just bumping Akhil Kushnani off. But what it's done is that it's cost Team Red Rooster Racing, because Saran Vikram has gone past both Akhil Kushnani and Gaurav Dalal and moved into 2nd place. But oblivious to it all is the young Ashwin Sundar. He is in the lead, and in the lead by at least 5 seconds, I can tell you that. Saran Vikram on the straight now trying to pull in what distance Ashwin Sundar has created at the moment, but to no avail. I can tell you that the Speed NK Racing car is pretty quick, and Ashwin Sundar is making it go pretty quick as well. But look at what's transpiring here at the moment. There's a battle on with Gaurav Dalal fighting it out, and a battle on behind them as well between Karthik Shankar and Sarosh Ataria. Oh boy, they're battling it out for position number 4 and 5. But tell you what, there is a battle on for 2nd and 3rd as well between the young Saran Vikram and right behind him Gaurav Dalal, who is really upset at having lost his 2nd position. He's coming hard at Saran Vikram, but it's helping Ashwin Sundar. I can tell you one thing, it's helping Sundar build what is a sizable lead, at least 5 seconds, and probably growing as well with each and every passing lap. Remember, the distance on the Kari Motor Speedway per lap is 2.1 kilometers, and these cars have to do 15 laps to determine who's going to be the winner. But at the moment, it's Ashwin Sundar who is leading by head and shoulders over the man who's running behind him. That's Saran Vikram, and Gaurav Dalal, who's running 3rd at the moment. Dalal now on the slipstream, lining up Saran Vikram. Does he have the speed? No, he doesn't. As they go into the chicane, it's still Saran Vikram holding on, and Dalal not giving up. And a very distant, was that Sarosh Ataria? I think it was Shankar Narayanan who's running a very distant 4th at the moment. He's not even in the picture frames. Oh boy, this is turning out to be a pretty segmented race. The track drying out, making racing a lot easier for these drivers as they can throw the car into the corners. But what's happening here? White smoke bellowing out of Ashwin Sundar's car, and what is happening to Gaurav Dalal? He's taking the picturesque route, is he? It's not going to help him out, because I think he's done some damage to his car as he took it wide on the curb, and now he's slowing up. That's the end of the battle between Saran Vikram and Gaurav Dalal. Unfortunately, there's damage done to Gaurav Dalal's car, and that is the end of the race for him. Really disappointing, but how many times have we seen that happen? And no problems for Karthik Shankar as well. This season hasn't gone well for him at all. But the question is, can the race leader keep his car running? There's white smoke bellowing out of Ashwin Sundar's car as well. Remember, he's been left stranded on a couple of occasions, in fact once this season itself. But can he take the checkered flag? Yes, he can. And boy, oh boy, the youngster screeches to a halt, and he wants to get out of that car and make sure that he doesn't get caught in anything that becomes messy. Well, things did get messy behind him, but it's Saran Vikram who goes on and clinches the 2nd spot. And a bumper for Shankar Narayanan, who comes in 3rd, thanks to all the harakiri that Gaurav Dalal and Karthik Shankar did to each other and themselves. I tell you what, it was very disappointing for them. But it's time for the winners to collect their trophies and checks. And it's Khushbu Gupta from JK Tyre who's doing the honors, presenting the trophies to the winners. The Tuners Trophy going to Speed NK Racing, and I'm sure these tuners would like to share that with Ashwin Sundar.
So that brings the end to race day 1 here of the 3rd round of the JK Tyre National Racing Championship.